Dr. Bouchon, would you have any objection if we tinkered with your bill a little bit and took the president out of it? One of the things that I'm anxious to do is to start recognizing Congress has certain prerogatives, and it doesn't matter who the president is. It's somebody on our side, I'm not sure what that formula ought to be, but somebody on the legislative branch side ought to be picking all of these people who work for the legislature in the end.
Yeah, I'm obviously, I want to bring more accountability to the office, so that, I did work with Rodney last Congress, and this is what we came up with, but this is a starting point, not an end. So, yeah, absolutely, I want us to work together it actually benefits the office of the attending physician, and I talked to Dr. Monahan that it puts them in a better place, because they don't have the feeling that there's any political influence on their decision-making as a physician and the advice that they give. So I'm absolutely open to whatever this committee thinks will work and that we can get across the finish line to accomplish those goals.
I appreciate that. Congresswoman Tlaib, if you can help me out, because I'm probably doing something wrong, but we have child care in my office for the folks, but we don't pay for it. They pay for it themselves. The House has the child care available, but we pay for it. But we don't pay for it in our office.
Yeah, it's just an affordable option. So we do subsidize. I believe we do offer, and it's much, much more affordable according to my DC-based staff. So it is available. They do pay for it themselves, but it's at a lower rate, sir.
Okay, and I just want to look into that, because I agree we should have options for our staffs back home. Yes. And in some areas, they might not even be adequate child care available, and that's always an issue, particularly in rural areas like I represent. All right. Mr. Armstrong, if I might continue, Mr. Chairman, I'm just going on a roll. First, let me say I like your concept. We'll have to take a look at it. I am actually one who has had on the payroll a convicted felon in the past. If they've paid their time and they're doing right in society today, that doesn't cause me a great concern. And so it does cause me some concern that somebody might be flagging them, and what's my role, and if they find something and I haven't been told about it, that's one issue, but how deep are they diving? And as you said, isn't that my job as the person who's actually hiring them? Would you like to respond to that?
Yeah, that was my question with the original thing anyway, is I didn't know what the remedy was, what the due process was. I mean, I generally don't like domestic spying in general. I think we should all be in that case, but take it away from that side of it. And I'm not, a policy change from intelligence leadership or Capitol Police leadership.
Will the gentleman check if his microphone's on? We can hear you clearly, but I know there others may not be able to.
But when you are making a drastic change about anybody who has an employee card that gets into this building, about what you're going to require and do all of those things, you should probably lay out how that works after you find something. Like, again, they can't fire my employee, but could they bar them from the building? Every member of the press, conservative press, liberal press, print press, TV press, has a badge. There's just, without real significant guidelines in place for how that happens, just the opportunity for abuse exists. And I'm not sure what the remedy would have been to begin with. I mean, I get an MRA, I get to spend it how I want. I get to hire who I want. But I can't, my LD can't do the job if he's barred from coming into the building because of a background check. And nothing of that was ever laid out. And that's a real problem.
Anything else you want to add at this time? All right, I yield back, Mr. Chairman.